Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Social Media Challenge blog, the blog where we just challenge you to join a new social media site every week and blog about it on the weekend. I'm John David Carmack, I'm your host, and this is Tumblr Week. If you've ever heard of Tumblr, this is it right here. This is the home page before you log in. This is a microblogging site that includes GIFs, pictures, words, videos, pretty much everything. And it's all organized into these wonderful groups. Everything can be tagged with these hashtags, just like on Twitter. And there are many hundreds of different categories that you can go into, and you can see those all here. And this is just on the home screen. And when you sign on to the site, after you've logged in, you make a username and password. You can then see your dashboard here. This is the dashboard from which you do pretty much everything. You have a feed here that includes all of your previously followed blogs. You then can add to that feed right here, where you can see all the different, these is all of the different genres that they have that you can look through. If any of these specific tabs interest you, you can look at them and follow any of these blogs. These are the top ones. You can also add people that you know from your Facebook and Gmail contacts lists, and if they do have a Tumblr, then you can have the choice then to follow them. If they don't, you have the option to email them and invite them to Tumblr. I have this is 17 people that I've chosen right off the bat to follow, and even just throughout this week, I've been discovering quite a variety of content. Very impressed with the variety of content on here. They also have a rudimentary message system, like most of these social media sites do. That's the biggest difference between Tumblr and, say, WordPress or Blogger. Is Tumblr is a blogging site for first and foremost, but it also has a pretty hardy social media layer on top of it, in that you can follow and message people. You can make blogs. You can make multiple blogs. This is just one that I put together just because, as you can see, it's pretty empty. But you can add a theme to it. You can customize it. I added my Twitter on here. I think you can add your Facebook, so you can add links to your Twitter and Facebook. You can archive different blog posts, set up an RSS feed, and they also have Ask Me Anything, which you may recognize from Reddit Week. Reddit has the I am a Reddit. This is very similar. I signed up for the Ask Me Anything, so you can go on here and ask me a question through your Twitter or anonymously, and I will answer it. Funny thing, the first thing I did was the Tumblr bot asked me a question right off the bat. I guess that's just to have something in there. Tumblr itself is a very impressive hodgepodge of different ideas and blogs, and such a big variety of themes. The actual number of blogs last count was 102 million blogs, so you will absolutely find something for you somewhere on Tumblr. It's not perfect though. I have noticed that there is no comments, which is weird for a social media site. You would think that there would be a comments section that you could, if you see something that you like, you could comment on it. But apparently there is not, which I think is strange. They do have this add-on that you can go to this second or third-party content that will add on a comment section for you, but they don't handle it on site, which I think is strange for a site as big as Tumblr, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I do like the hashtags, the tags at the bottom. That's very handy if you're looking for something specific. You can, of course, favorite things. You can share them by reblogging them. In the case of Tumblr, the pros far outweigh the cons. I've got, besides the comments thing, the only other thing that I can complain about Tumblr, I think, would be that only about 2 people out of my 100 or so contacts even used it. And even then, they had an account, but they didn't actually update a blog. If you're gonna have a blog, I'm not I'm not seeing what sets Tumblr out from WordPress or Blogger. I would prefer personally, if you're gonna have a personal microblog, I would go with Twitter. This just seems like it's too far in depth for any one person to be able to flesh out. This is more for actual companies or organizations here that have more than one person working on it to really be able to fill it up with stuff. So am I going to continue using Tumblr? I will most likely dabble, but at this point, uh, I think of going through so many weeks of this and having gone through so many sites similar to Tumblr, I'm starting to get social media fatigue, I guess, because I'm not seeing myself being able to populate this site and all of the other sites that I'm going to try to continue using. This one I won't use Tumblr to put stuff on, but I would love to continue uh, browsing content on Tumblr just to see all of the different what all the different categories have to give. If you have any comments on Tumblr and ways that you use it, please leave the comments below. And I believe we have one more week after this, so be sure to vote on which site you would like to visit last. Thank you for watching the video, of course. Be sure to like and subscribe if you would. This is John David Carmack with the Social Media Challenge blog, and we'll see you next week.